Good afternoon, good evening from every part. I don't know. I don't know your time zone. But this morning or right now, we're talking about machine as a whole. Machine is essential, whether you are making use of manual or um, industrial or electric machine. We can use any. We have different types there, but I try to make use of um, I try to make use of manual machine because it has many uses. Like it has things to learn from. Electric is as easy as just sitting down on your machine and pressing your foot. So that's what I'm trying to take us through this. So now the first thing we're going to see is the tread guard. There are many tread guards in this machine, like tread guards. Guards means guiding guiding something so that that thing won't go out of the way. So this is the first thread guard. You can call this thread guard part of the thread guard or the thread holder. So with this, you put your thread on it. Without this, we have some machines whereby this has removed. Then it means those people, then you have to put your thread on the floor, which at times does not really make sense. So this is just the best way. You put your thread on your thread holder and you pass it through. This is the first thread guard. Yeah, this is the first thread guard. You pass it through. Come. So yes, come. Yeah, so you pass it through here. You insert your thread in the first thread guard. After this thread holder, you insert your thread in the first thread guard. Then you move it. You roll it over on this other one. This is also a thread guard. Then you put it in the third one. Please, are you following? Then this is the fourth one. You hang it in the fourth one. Then you insert it to your needle. You insert it to your needle. So it's as easy as that. And if you miss any step, then your machine might not sew. In fact, it will not even sew. So you have to follow all this thread guard. If you miss this, then there's no how your machine will move. Like it won't sew. So you have to follow it. And it's necessary that you adjust this side because there's a way you can loosen it, there's a way you can tighten it. It must not be too tight, at the same time it must not be too loose. So you have to adjust from here to make sure it's just normal. It has to be normal for it to move. And yeah, this is what we call machine foot. Machine foot, like your foot, your leg, your foot. You can see it's in shape of a foot, safe, so to say. So this is a machine foot. It has to be in good shape too because by the time it's broken or rotting or anything, you have to change it. Because if it's bad, then it might keep breaking your needle. You know how embarrassing or how discouraging it is when you are sewing and suddenly your needle just breaks. So it's very you know it does not make sense. So this can frustrate you. Yeah, it can frustrate you by if your need machine foot is bad and you didn't change it or you didn't take care of it, then this might just it might just stand. Your machine might just stand, your needle might just stand on your machine foot unknowingly, and that might break your needle. And if you're not careful, you keep breaking needles on machine. It affects machines sometimes. So that's why I prefer servicing my machines like let's say once in a month to make sure everything is in balanced condition. So yeah, aside the machine foot, we have the machine plate. You can see it's like a stainless plate. Yeah, it's stainless, but you can see it's a flat plate. This tool is also very important because it's it affects the same way this affects. If it's rotten or bad or broken, your machine might not move. It might not move. It might not double stitch. It might it will just be useless. So it's important you take good use of it. And this from under, this is um what we call shuttle. We call this shuttle thread shuttle, thread shuttle, and this is reeler, thread reeler, machine reeler. You can see this. This is where you reel your thread and all. Then you insert in the shuttle this way. When you insert in, then see there's a passage here. There's a passage here. There's a tiny passage here. You pass in your thread. You swipe it in and out this way. See this way. Then you take it back inside. Yeah. So by the time you finish passing your thread, please let me move there. Oh, I went it that side. Yeah. So by the time you finish passing your thread inside your needle, so this is how you bring out your your thread from the shuttle this way. Can you see? If this is well inserted, then your needle, your upper needle will bring out your thread. So the work and it means if you don't have this, then you cannot sew. Your There's nothing to pick out from. Like your needle won't be able to print out anything. So now the next we'll be touching your thread your thread um adjustment. In this area, this is where you adjust your thread. This is where you adjust your thread. It has to be, it doesn't have to be loose. It does not have to be loose. At the same time, it does not have to be too stiff, because if it's too stiff, then you won't be able to move it on emotion. So now if you check, they have numbers. This is 7, there's 0 below the 7. This 0 means you are doing gather sewing. You know this gather skirts we used to do, all this gather like is a form of pleating, or you want to make a loose or temporary stitch, something that a big stitch that you will still lose, that so that it will be easy for you to lose a gather stitching. Then this is what you make use of. This down part, the last one, is what you make use of. Then next you go to the next, you keep increasing it depending on how tight you want your stitch to be. Then the upper part is your reverse stitch. If you want to double stitch, you want to go back, by the time you want to go back, you take it up. If you want to um come forward, then you bring it down a little, then you go, if you see your tailors doing like this, mean they are trying to double stitch. So yeah, this is I make use of elastic. You can make use of rope, anything. It depends on how convenient. I am always convenient making use of elastic. So I make use of elastic in my thread, or my rope, for my machine rope. So yeah, and for this, you can use this too to reel, but I'm not a fan of this. I don't usually use this. So I make use of something else. So yeah, this is these are the physical and um these are the physical aspect of the machine that you need to see. So the most important aspect is making sure that your machine is in good um space. Yeah, please. Yes, this is using lifting your foot. Using lifting your foot. If you want to lift your foot, maybe you want to remove the cloth under the machine foot, then you swipe it up. You swipe this up. Then when you are done, please wash the foot. When you are done, then you swipe it down. So this will bring out your foot. So this is all about manual manual machine so in case if you don't have a manual machine and you need one, please contact me. Yeah, I have I deal with machines and all too. Electric machine, industrial, manual, whichever one you are interested on. Like that's not the main business. That's not the main reason why we're here, though. But I'm just letting you know, just in case you need one. So that's all about manual, machine and type. So maybe some other time we can talk about electric or industrial ones. So let's move to the next thing.